Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another video. So today, I'm going to talk about some bugs that are currently a big issue with the game. The first one is definitely the most talked about, especially since the recent skin tone update has really put a spotlight on it, and that is with the genetics, where when you try to have a parent that is a much lighter skin tone and the other being much darker, their child tends to be lighter most of the time. Sometimes it goes towards the middle, but it's pretty biased towards the lighter skin tones and never towards the darker ones, really. And The Sims did put out this tweet the other day saying, "Hi Simmers, we are aware of the genetic selector issue in The Sims 4 and we're investigating it. Hopefully by the end of the month we could get a patch that fixes this alongside the other issues that I'm going to bring up in this video. It is December, so there's a chance that there might not be because of the holidays, but I still think there is a possibility they could sneak out one more patch. I think it has happened before. Like, for example, there was that year that we got that free update with the Lindsay smart speaker, and it had a really bad game-breaking issue with it that I think had to do something with relationships, and that got fixed pretty quickly right before Christmas. So maybe that can happen again. Also, I'm really glad that this particular issue was tweeted about by the main Sims account rather than from one of the Sim Gurus, because even the most popular Sim Guru accounts have a very tiny fraction of the 2.3 million followers that the Sims account has. The next problem is related to running mods. So Chloe says, "So I updated my game, re-enabled mods in options, and restarted as normal, but it still says mods disabled when I open my game? Anyone else experience this?" And SimGuru Nick replies with, "This is typically a problem because your game version.txt in your TS4 folder has the wrong game version. If you manually adjust it to the right version, it should fix the issue. This likely happened because your antivirus blocked Origin/TS4 from updating the file." So I did go into my documents, Electronic Arts The Sims 4, and found this game version.txt file, and mine says 1.69.57.1020, and I have not had that issue. So yeah, if you are having that issue, then just go into your text file and put that number in there, and hopefully it should be fixed. The next issue is related to Get Famous and the Fame system. So Nico says, "Is the team aware of this bug and in the process of fixing it? This is game breaking in my opinion. So you can't actually toggle off the fame meter in this pack." And Simguru Nick says, "Yes indeed, we've seen the same issue and the team is working on it. Thanks so much." It is too bad how Get Famous seems to get retroactively broken so often. It's one of my favorite expansions. And yeah, hopefully the next patch can fix this one. Next, we're going to talk about platforms. So Kate Emerald says, "When using round platform pieces, there is a big gap. This is a major flaw as it limits what you can really do with them. I appreciate the update and hard work behind it and like the idea, but there are some issues which will hopefully be fixed at some point." And Simguru Nick replies with, "I'm hearing this is a technical limitation and by design. Here's a quote from the engineer who looked at this. The problem with the rounded block is that the portions of the lot tiles that are outside the block along the diagonal are just treated as terrain. The same thing happens if you build these blocks without platforms. You will get the strip of green in between them." Unfortunately, it looks like this issue will never be fixed, and it's just going to be a limitation that builders will have to deal with. Last one I'm going to talk about today is related to running The Sims 4 off of a solid-state drive. Katie says, "I just moved my Sims game from my hard drive to an SSD, and now it won't work. Have already verified game files, repaired game, uninstalled and reinstalled Origin, and logged in and out of Origin. Any thoughts on what to do? Update, I cleared the cache and got rid of the pictured error message, which basically says that the game data is incomplete. Now I am back to my original issue where after a minute or two in my save game, everything stops responding except for the UI. I can exit the game properly but cannot save. SimGuru Nick responds with, is the issue specific to a save file? If so, do you own Seasons? If so, I think the following link might be the issue you're seeing. Our team is still investigating a potential cleanup fix, but for now, you might need to play a different save. I'm sorry. And that link does lead to the Father Winter issue that we were talking about before the last patch came out. The patch that we got this week is supposed to slowly clean up existing save files over time if you're affected. But if there are already thousands of Father Winters in your game, then the best thing to do is probably to start a new save file. And that's interesting that there was that other issue about running The Sims 4 off of a solid-state drive, because I might or might not get one for Christmas, so I'll try to keep that in mind, because if you run a game off of a solid-state drive, apparently it loads a lot faster than just running off of just like a typical hard drive. So hopefully then The Sims 3 and The Sims 4 will run a lot faster for me and have to endure less loading times. That's it for this video. So hopefully, as I said earlier in the video, we could get a patch before the end of the month, maybe even by Christmas, so that more of these issues can be out of the way and be solved, especially with that much talked about genetics issue. Now that we have so many more skin tones, this issue is just so much more apparent, and it's just that, well, if we're playing multiple generations of Sims and we pass down genetics, then it really should work more like it does in real life. So it would be nice to see genetics be improved overall as well, not just fixed. There was a video that I will link in the video description below from Pleasant Sims. It was a week or two ago, I think, that she put out this video about how the genetics in The Sims 2 are so much better, really, than what they were in The Sims 3 and now The Sims 4. It'd be really nice to have better genetics. It's just weird, like the first game that was about passing down genetics in The Sims was the best one, and then it just took a decline from there. But hopefully this video helped some of you out if you're running into these issues yourself. And be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest gaming content, including simulation games and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!